Hi everyone. So we have always been grateful to see how women have been making us proud and being our greatest inspiration. ऐसी कुछ women जिन्होंने हमें हिस्ट्री से लेकर मॉडर्न टाइम्स तक बहुत कुछ सिखाया. आज के हमारे हैशटैग मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी के एपिसोड में आई एम एक्सट्रीमली ग्लैड टू वेलकम आवर वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट ऑन द शो. शी इज अ मल्टीटास्कर इन लाइफ, a powerful entrepreneur by profession, but also a wife, a mother, a creative thinker, and a poet by passion. I welcome Miss Monalisha Thakur on the show of hashtag Meri Investment Story, and she is the founder at Tummoc. So hi Monalisha, thank you so much for joining us today on our episode of hashtag Meri Investment Story. So my very first question to you is कि मतलब जैसे आपको corporate experience 11 years का है, आपका background मतलब काफी strong है corporate experience को लेके. So how did you exactly get this idea to get started, with your entrepreneurial journey? और आपको Tummoc का exactly कैसे ideation आया, मतलब आपके क्या thoughts थे उस time and any challenges that you faced in your entrepreneurial journey so far?
So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And as they say that charity begins from home. So the whole journey actually as an entrepreneur goes back to the time when I was born, my whole childhood journey. The family, had certain challenges on the financial aspects of it. And what really happens at that point of time is that couple of things you learn. The first thing is the ability to take risk, because you are actually at zero in your life and you know that okay, there's nothing much that can happen there. The ability to change your life, that okay, I have to take an ownership on that and basically to work around that to make things happen. What is the maximum thing that will happen? You will fail or you will grow.
Correct.
So these were the two things, and the third and the most important thing was that your priorities are very clear, you know. And like I remember at those times it was to get a better education so that I could have a better life myself and the family, right? So yeah, these were the things that I learned quite early, as a kid, and that kind of accelerated my journey of taking ownerships, taking the risk, taking the plunge in my life. So yeah, so now coming fast forward, so the entire engineering in my MBA, the journey continued. I was always the person taking ownerships in different aspects of the student life. And then coming back to work, the same thing continued. I was into sales for 11 years across various audiovisual verticals. I worked with some very good, AV OEMs and amazing mentors across, and that kind of gave me a lot of not only exposure but that extent to which I can basically push myself. So that definitely helped. Entrepreneurship journey started around 6.5 years back. Again, when on a personal level, I had faced an issue, which was I was expecting around 8 months. Pregnant I was, and the first and last mile for that. My husband Hiran was the fellow co-founder. He was traveling, and I had to take metro from my office from MG Road to Baipanhalli, and it was a daily hassle, to take autos from there. And it so happened that one day I had to, basically walk from the metro station to home. Now with 8+ month of pregnancy, and your back is anyways killing you, so that whole walk till home kind of gave me the first realization that okay, this has to be something done about it. And because of the fact that I already had that kida in me that I have to take ownership of things, rather than really sitting on that and not doing something about it, I decided to take I decided to basically sit with Hiranmay and decided to take the plunge. Then along with that, couple of incidents that happened later again basically solidified the whole concept on the fact that whatever we are doing is right. So yeah, this is how the whole journey started. And now we are here.
Very inspiring. So मतलब इसके बीच में I want to ask you this question कि आपका first job exactly क्या था और आपकी first life earning क्या थी, मतलब if you are comfortable sharing.
Yeah, of course. So So that was if I ask me the first salary, I received my first salary in my internship. There was a company called Brady, जो कि it is based out of electronics. They are basically into industry safety products. So I had joined there as a marketing intern, and yeah, so that was the first. I think it was 15,000 plus your daily deliverables. So I remember asking the HR, is it per month or it's like for all the 3 months? And she said that it's per month. I was like really happy because those days 15,000 was a big deal. I remember calling mother and telling her that, you know what, I've got this much, and she asked me the same question: is it every month or like yeah, no, it's every month. So yeah, that was the first. Then in my job, I got my campus placement in HCL, and my salary was 29,600 after taxes. Yeah.
Very nice. So, Monalisha, my second question to you is कि मतलब आज भी in some parts of the country, women are still not getting a very nice support from their maybe their families or friends or their own circle, right? मतलब if they are aspiring entrepreneurs, let's say, तो how do you think कि एक society एक better support system बन सकती है to women entrepreneurs especially कि उनको कैसे और better support enhance करके और वो कैसे अपने journey को exactly start कर सकते हैं?
ये बहुत अच्छा सवाल है। इसके लिए देयर इज अ कोट जिसमें बोलते हैं ना कि बिहाइंड एवरी सक्सेसफुल मैन देयर इज अ वुमन, बट आई ऑलवेज से कि बिहाइंड अ सक्सेसफुल वुमन देयर इज एंटायर फैमिली एंड सपोर्ट सिस्टम. सो डेफिनेटली you need a very strong support system. For me it has been Hiranmay, my in-laws, my parents, my family, my daughter, my friends, so all of them have played a very vital role in making me reach where I am at this point of time. So definitely that plays a very important role. Then other than that, it all boils down to you. As I mentioned earlier कि charity यार begins at home. तो आपको पहली चीज़ जो मैंने बोला था तभी भी इसके पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में भी कि आप you should have the ability to take risk. How much ability you have and how much of readiness you have as an individual to really take the plunge. How much of open you are to failure in life, because failures are the best teachers in life.
Correct.
And how much of you will be able to take that okay, I have failed, it's okay, I'll again get up and I'll start the journey again, because that takes a lot of vigor, right? And then because what really happens is when you fail and you're ready for the fact that when you're ready to fail, what really happens is that you're ready to learn. You are very grounded and humble, and you're open to new challenges, and you're open to the new learning that is coming. And these are the things which actually defines your growth.
Correct.
Yeah, so these are the factors which I always believe कि irrespective of male हो या female हो, you need that. But definitely as compared to the male of the family, I mean, as much as I would not like to quote it that way, लेकिन ये बात है कि when it comes to the female of the family, definitely आपको पूरा support system चाहिए. You need that 360-degree support system. वो आपको चाहिए to grow as a female, basically to get supported. So yeah, these are the 4-5 things which I feel, जो मुझे लगता है कि as an individual आपको चाहिए as a female grow करने के लिए, जिसमें पहली होगी आपकी support system and then आपका खुद का homework.
Correct. Of course, मतलब एक आपका जब homework ready होता है तो obviously आपकी family भी आपको तब ready होती है support करने को, right? Regardless of the gender that you belong to.
बिल्कुल.
Correct. And the point that you mentioned कि failure is always like something that makes us learn a lot. That is a very good point.
Yes.
Correct. So, Monalisha, coming to my next question, why do you think being an entrepreneur or a woman being in the job, why do you think financial freedom is very important to women? Like, especially, again, regardless of any gender, why is financial freedom important to anyone out there?
Because what happens ना, जब आप financially independent होते हैं, आप अपने risk taking के लिए, it's like this कि आप life में risk लेना चाहते हो, but आप risk लेने के लिए how much individually capable you are, and that starts from money, right? I mean, I remember जब हमने हमारी journey शुरू की थी Tummoc की, just like any normal person, me, Hiranmay, Narayan, we are all middle class people. We are not born with silver spoon. So when we took the risk also, we took the plunge. It was a very calculated risk in the sense that even though we funded the company together, I came up with the idea and these guys supported along the journey. But they decided to take the plunge completely while I was doing the homework of and keep continuously investing in the company while also taking care of the family. So it has to be that calculated risk where somebody is there to support you as well.
Correct.
Right, as a support function. Otherwise तब आप वो willingness ले सकते हो कि ठीक है कि okay, मेरे जो basics हैं वो met हैं, then you can think of other things. So yeah, absolutely, this is something which is I feel is very important, that your financial independence, or I would say that how much calculated you are with your financials, because that is like the first thing that comes to mind, right? Roti, kapda aur makan, for all that you need money.
Correct. Yeah.
And so if that is sorted, then your mind will also be at ease to think on certain things which is creative, right?
Of course.
So yeah.
Got it. Amazing. So जैसे आपने काफी valuable insights दिए about the financial freedom, right?
Yeah.
Like now I want to ask you about your own financial journey, like the financial decision making.
Yeah.
तो आपने exactly अपने finances कैसे plan करना start किया, and how do you think you have progressed in your journey so far? Any suggestions that you want to give to our viewers कि उनको कैसे अपने financial decisions लेने start करने चाहिए? Maybe if you have invested your money, let's say like in financial instruments like mutual funds or maybe FDs. SIPs or however you have made your financial planning, तो आप उसको थोड़ा बताना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, absolutely. मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि the first investment that people should do as an investor is on themselves. That's the first investment you do. When you say for the first investment, which is basically on your body, on your mind, and your spirit. So that's the first investment. Because वही चीज़ आपका eventually growth decide करता है. So that is the first thing I would advise everybody to work seriously on these three aspects of their life. Then comes the money part. Now, because coming from a family of lower middle class where financial issues were there, so I've always seen my father, my earliest memory of my childhood was my father doing these FDs. There was something called Indira Vikas Patra. We used to, जहाँ पे आप वो FDs लगाते थे, तो he used to, because of the financial issues, what he used to do was कि वो पैसे जमा करते थे and he used to put in FDs because he had 2 daughters to take care of. So those were the early memories. So even I learned those things from him. Yeah. So my first memory of investment was doing those in the Indira Vikas Patra. I used to basically collect some money, जो कि आपको you get it from relatives and all that. So you have some money in the gullak and then you basically take it to a certain extent. I think मैंने 1,000 रुपये से शुरू किया था. And I think whatever 10,000, 15,000, whatever I used to get, so that I continue to do till my MBA. वो मैं करती रही, and that obviously helped a lot in my future career and future levels of investments. That was the second investment that I did. The third was on Tummoc. Because I remember why also, because when we were pitching for Tummoc, one of the we had gone to a very known investment company, and the investor asked us that how much are you willing to take risk of this company, because if it is yours, then you should be able to take the plunge and invest. And that made us take the third decision, where it was decided that okay, guys, you both, Ranmay and Narayan, they will continue to be in the entrepreneurial journey, where I'll be the angel investor, back home, where I'll be earning money, taking care of the family and taking care of the, the startup. So did that for 4.5 years. Now that the Tummoc is self-sufficient and capable of growing by itself, grateful to God for that. Then the next journey after that on investment has been on mutual funds, on terms, insurances, FDs, SIPs. So these are the things, and also also started investing in a couple of startups. Because obviously, I mean, this is for something which is very close to my heart, right? So it makes a lot of sense कि आपने जहाँ पे आप आपकी journey है जो आपके दिल के बहुत करीब है, तो you should definitely start investing in people who believe in that. So that is another piece of investment that I have started recently, and yeah, this is where we are as I'm talking to you.
So like approximately how many startups have you invested in so far?
So I think if I can tell you a number, it has been 2 to 3. A couple of them are under discussion as well. I have also been mentoring quite a few of them. So yeah, so I am not ready to talk about the numbers right now, because this is too early to talk about it. Even once the whole deal and all is signed and all, it makes sense to basically talk about. But yes, I've started with a couple of them, and yes, I'm definitely looking forward, to support, the you know into entrepreneurs who have this hunger in them to really take it to the next level. And what are the 4 and 5 things which I had in me, if I see in someone as an individual, and along with that, definitely that hunger to do, like, take it to the next level, I'll be more than willing.
Of course, entrepreneurs supporting entrepreneurs is very important.
Yes, absolutely, because people have been supporting us.
Yeah.
And it's like it's always about giving it back. Right? This is how the whole circle works.
Great.
Yeah.
So, like, you mentioned the mentoring part, right? So, अगर आपको ऐसी opportunity मिले कि कोई एक aspiring woman entrepreneur हो जो एक अपना company start करना चाहती है, like, how would you advise her? आप उनको क्या first advice दोगे and कैसे mentor करोगे exactly in your journey? In her journey.
So first of all, I would want her to forget the fact that she's a woman entrepreneur. I would put her across as a one entrepreneur. That's the first thing. You have to keep that out of your mind, because you are plunging into an ocean where they're all entrepreneurs. So वो आप side में रख दो. You're not a man, or you're not a woman. You are an entrepreneur, and then be ready to take the risk and the hard work. Maybe as a female you'll have to do twice or thrice or maybe 10 times the hard work to prove your might, which is unfortunately is true as well, but it will only make you better. So be ready to take that risk, be ready to do that hard work, and trust me, once you go through the whole drill, be ready to fail, as I said. At the same time, be ready to stand up and again keep the ball rolling, as they say. Keep learning from your mistakes. Trust me, once you go through the whole drill, the whole process, even though it's gonna take time, stick on to it, and nothing is going to stop you. So these are the things that I always. In fact, it also in my whole journey of the 11 years that I have into sales, that actually also helped me a lot, because जो 11 साल की मेरी जर्नी थी उसमें आई हैव बीन इनटू सेल्स, वो भी एवी सेल्स में थी. सो आई वाज ऑलवेज मैं हमेशा एक अकेली लड़की रहती थी सेल्स में. सो टू बी इन दैट एनवायरनमेंट जहाँ पे आप अकेली हो एंड देन यू हैव द होल सेट ऑफ मेन. सो सबसे पहली चीज़ जो मुझे सिखाई उस एनवायरनमेंट में रह करके कि आई एम जस्ट अ सेल्स पर्सन, बिकॉज उनको भी उतनी सैलरी मिल जितनी मुझे मिल रही है. सो इफ दे आर नॉट बाइसिंग ऑन दैट फैक्ट, राइट, दे आर गिविंग मी एन इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी, आई हैव टू ऑल्सो give it back to them with an equal number or maybe more than that. तो ये हो सकता था कि उनका तरीका करने का मेरा तरीका करने का अलग हो सकता था, but that kind of helped me in solidifying the fact कि first respect the fact that you're an entrepreneur, it's not a male or female. So that absolutely helps. So पहली चीज़ ना ये दिमाग से हटा दो, ये biasness से हटा दो, because अगर biasness से शुरू करोगे तो फिर हर चीज़ें skewed होती चली जाएंगी, challenges बन जाएंगे. Yes. So don't confine yourself into that bias कि I'm a female or I'm a male. Okay, make it your strength rather than your weakness. I would put it like this. Yeah. So then, and everybody has to go through the drill. There are no shortcuts in life. जो कहते हैं, I mean, lots of gratitude to them, but it does not work like that. At least it is not in my case. So, yeah, just keep learning around the curve, and every time you fall down, you have to get up and do it again. Yeah.
Beautiful answer. Loved it. So, Monalisha, your journey was very inspiring, and thank you so much for joining us on this show of #MaryInvestmentStory. We are really glad to have you here. So, हम लोग ना वेल्दी में एक फन o'clock करते हैं. वेल्दी फन o'clock. It's a rapid fire round, which we'll be playing with you. तो आपको उसके on the spot answers देने हैं in one word.
Sure.
Right? So you have to be quite quick. So I'll be asking you the questions.
Sure.
And let's do it.
Yep. Sure.
So number one subject you would like to learn more about?
Growth.
Okay. Would you rather travel to the past or to the future?
Always a future person, but along with being in the present. Yeah.
So if you did not work for this industry at Tummoc, what other profession would you pursue?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I can tell you one thing, that, whatever I do, I'll give my 100% to it. I always keep telling my little one, Priyangi, that life is too short to do one thing at a time. So you might as well do 10, and not make it boring. Also, if you see my whole career graph, I started, I was a PCMB student. मैंने medical की preparation करी थी. I ended up doing in engineering. उसके साथ साथ मैं विविध भारती में यूज्ड टू बी एम क्लासिकल सिंगर. वहाँ से in my engineering also I was getting a normal engineering seat, but I pursued food technology because that was interesting. Then again general MBA, and then from there AV sales, and now here. So I have not done anything like pretty straight in my life.
Okay. So not imaginarily, but आपने in reality काफी सारे professions
Yeah, exactly. So because I absolutely feel कि life is too short
Correct.
to really do one thing, and
Yeah.
you should not be scared. Like for example, when I really left my AV sales job, I was doing quite well by myself, and it was actually very scary to really hang my boots at 11 years. You are basically at a quite a decent level. And but yeah, I mean जब आपको डर लगे, जब आपको लगे कि यार अब तो बैंड बजने वाली है, because you're starting from scratch, that is the time when you should actually take the plunge. So yeah.
Great, yeah. Did 10 things in life and then ended up being an entrepreneur with experience. Amazing.
No, absolutely.
What motivates you the most?
So, my failures and me myself, I would say. I remember छोटे में ना हम स्क्रैप बुक भरते थे. I'm sure आप लोगों ने भरी होगी.
Yes.
And there used to be a question about who's your mode of inspiration. तो लोग बहुत सारी चीज़ें लिखते थे. I don't know, somehow I always used to write about me कि मैं हूँ अपनी inspiration. Because as a kid I have been through a lot, because of the struggles that we were basically facing at our personal level. So yeah, I mean I have always been my worst critic, and I have always been my best motivator. So yeah, it's me, and then definitely the rest of the people come. But yeah, I mean starting of the day, yeah, it's me.
It all comes with you first.
Yeah.
Great. Would you rather learn by education, or would you rather learn by experience?
I would say a mix of both, because I believe that both of the sides are needed. Unless until because ये दोनों individual journey अपने आप में will take its own course of time. A smart hack that if you do it together both, then that will be the best use case. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So it was not really in my list of rapid fire question, but I want to ask you this: would you rather see Tummoc as a unicorn, or would you rather have 100 crore in your bank account?
Of course, yeah, Tummoc is unicorn anytime, because again, because you asked this question, the whole idea of Tummoc becoming a unicorn is to be revenue positive and becoming a unicorn. And the whole idea is not to basically take $1 billion of investor money and becoming a unicorn. So absolutely.
Great learnings from you, Monalisha. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
So thank you so much, guys, for having me here. At the same time, thank you, for being a part of the amazing journey. The Wealthy as an app, they have an amazing product as well. With whom I am also rephrasing, or I would say revisiting my financial decisions. And I would really suggest, all the people who really want to understand their financials and become financially independent first, go through the app and the product, and start your journey. Thank you so much.
So guys, ये तो थी मोनालिशा की #मेगिइन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी. आपकी क्या है इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी? हमारे साथ शेयर करिए. Tag Wealthy along with your 3 friends using #मेगिइन्वेस्टमेंट स्टोरी. Some of the best investment stories will stand a chance to win amazing gift hampers from Wealthy. Stay tuned for our more episodes that are coming for you. Think well, get wealthy.